Did you know there's 2 airlines based in Dubai and you can actually book tickets on both through Emirates? So if you book an Emirates ticket, you just might end up on this airline instead. Come with me to see what the FlyDubai economy class experience is like. Well, hello, it is time for another vlog. Today starting in Dubai at Terminal 2, a terminal I've only been to once, landing, so it'll be my very first time departing from here. OSKAR is with me. We're taking a very short hop today over to Kuwait for a connection onward tomorrow, so it's going to be interesting because this is also my first time ever flying FlyDubai economy, so let's check it out. Well, this, I wonder if we can use this line. It says FlyDubai Emirates, but
sure is a maze.
Trying to understand how these different lines work because some lines are so busy and then this line is like empty, but it says FlyDubai Economy, so I don't know why we couldn't use it. Okay, let's see here. Oh. This is so rustic. It's like an iPad or something. Yeah, it's literally an iPad.
Swallowed by the monitor.
Yeah. It's hilarious that there's such a long line over here, but then just down like, I don't know, 20 check-in desks, it's completely empty. So we just saw it and we went and there was no wait. Check-in was easy, but one thing we realized is that there's no combined wait. Like many airlines let 2 passengers combine their weight when they use the weight concept. So it's like 20 kilos each means 40 kilos, and it doesn't matter if we have the same or separate bags, but apparently FlyDubai does care. So luckily we always have an extra soft bag in our one checked bag that we could just split everything between, no problem. I'm so like tired and nauseous after a taxi ride here because the taxi driver was driving like a complete maniac. We were both like, couldn't look at our phones. It was really, really exhausting. So I'm just so grateful we don't have a very long flight ahead of us. It's about an hour and a half, hopefully even shorter. So the interesting thing about Terminal 2 is that it's a bus gate only terminal. So every single flight leaves from our bus gate. As you can see behind me, there's not really much to do or much to see because it's a very small terminal, which also means that the line is just crazy long to get into the lounge. As soon as we saw it, we're like, initial reaction, not worth it. But as I see how busy and crowded this terminal is, I'm starting to second guess if maybe it is worth it, just because I don't even know if there's anywhere to sit out here. This is what I meant. No seats whatsoever, and we were hoping for Burger King because they have an amazing plant Whopper, but unfortunately it's just KFC and McDonald's by the look of it. But who knows what's hiding around the corner. I don't know, I think we're opting for the best option at a very poor option. OSKAR coming with the goods.
I come bearing gifts.
Okay, just in time for a 747. Okay, we've just been sitting here. It's finally time to board after like an hour. It is 6:20 So let's head on board FlyDubai. Okay, the flight seems pretty full, so we're gonna wear masks just because we don't want to get the flu or some weird cold. Just want to protect ourselves because we're traveling for 10 days and getting sick, especially where we're going, won't be very fun. So I gotta say, wow, does FlyDubai have a stunning economy class cabin on its 737 MAX. The seats are beautiful, comfortable, they have nice adjustable headrests. The one drawback is the legroom. I'd say if you're above 5'10" or 187 centimeters or so, you will not be comfortable with this amount of legroom. There's a huge HD in-flight entertainment screen with storage beneath it and a seat pocket below that. One thing I find interesting is the FlyDubai charges for in-flight entertainment. So they have a few different packages. One, a premium package for 40 dirham, which is about $11 US, or a basic package for about $5.50. You can also order all types of premium beverages and snacks through the entertainment screen. I am happy to see that all seats have individual air vents, and I gotta say, FlyDubai has an amazing safety video. After we take off, the guy in front of me reclines. When they recline, it is pretty much impossible to work on your computer, so good luck with that. Also, although it was such a short flight, the lavatory was insanely messy, unfortunately, not to mention that the 737 MAX lavatories are about the size of a shoebox. Impressively enough, FlyDubai serves meals on these short flights, and you can even order special meals. Oscar and I got a Western vegan and an Oriental vegetarian meal respectively, and we were happy to get some food on such a short hop. Once again, how sleek are these in-flight entertainment screens? The seats even have a built-in card reader, so you can swipe your card to pay for your in-flight entertainment or your drinks right at your seat. Okay, wow, that was absolutely fascinating. Before we landed and several times after landing, the crew did something I've never ever experienced before, which was to announce, ladies and gentlemen, everyone on this flight that's on a visa run, please stay on board. Basically, for those that don't know, a visa run is very common in some parts of the world, especially in Southeast Asia, for example, where people stay or live on a tourist visa. So when the tourist visa is expiring, they literally just fly straight out of the country and then fly back. So in this case, apparently there's a lot of people doing this in Dubai as well, which I wasn't aware of. So it seemed like half the flight in the end was just asked to stay on board because they're flying straight back. So it's a very smooth turnaround for them, but really, really crazy to hear the crew announce it and see something so formal of a visa run that's even acknowledged by the airline, because it's usually a bit taboo. Also fascinating, here in Kuwait, arriving from Dubai at least, you get shuttled right into the main passenger terminal. There's no transfer security. You could make the smoothest connection ever if you didn't have checked bags. Just hop off and go to the gate next door. That's good to know because most of the airports in the Gulf don't do it like this. Here's a fun addition. Most Europeans, at least, I think many nationalities, need to get a visa on arrival. It's not just a stamp. Like in many other countries, you actually need to apply for a visa and go through the whole process, print a paper. We're just trying to find that now. there's Starbucks, Shake Shack. Okay. Yeah, so we're just walking around the terminal trying to issue our visa to enter the country. Okay, the visas are issued. That was very unnecessarily complicated if you compare it to many of the neighboring countries. Of course, not like Saudi, for example, which is much more complicated than this. But yeah, it's very interesting to see the different approaches to tourism. Because of course, GCC citizens can enter here without a visa. Well, pretty much everyone else needs some form of visa. So clearly they don't really want visitors from outside the GCC. Meanwhile, Dubai is like pretty much visa free for very, very, very many nationalities. So they just want everyone to come. All right, we made it to Kuwait. Funnily enough, Oscar and I already have a vlog from Kuwait.
Oh yeah, it's not
one
very
of our
good.
very first vlogs on Oscar and Dan. I'm gonna put it in the card anyway. It's from 2020, just before COVID. We were here and in Bahrain. And this airport sticks out to me so much because it actually reminds me of a recent vlog when I flew to Kuala Lumpur, because it's the same type of feeling of walking into a mall as soon as you get out of customs. To our hotel. We're staying at the Residence Inn using Marriott points. So it was only 11,000 points, but like hundreds and hundreds of dollars a night. So it feels like a very good deal to me. It's not the newest, checking out the bathroom, but yeah, for 11,000 points, great deal. They even have a complimentary airport shuttle, which I wish we'd known about because they charge us $27 with a very rustic taxi system, surprisingly. I remember the taxi was rustic last time, but I had forgotten that first of all, it's negotiated, or at least very non-transparent rate. There's no meters. The taxi only takes cash. They drove like crazy, so I'm just like, it's just fascinating how different countries in the Gulf can be. But it's so exciting to be here, even if just for one night. And yeah, it was definitely a very interesting experience flying FlyDubai economy class. I'd say it's about on par with what I expected. Unfortunately, some parts are very good and some parts are very bad. So it kind of evens out to be okay overall. The cabin is lovely. The legroom for someone my height doesn't work, but if you're shorter, it could be a fantastic seat. Dubai Terminal 2, as I was saying earlier, best avoided, especially the airside part. I would be much happier to fly FlyDubai to Dubai than from Dubai, given what I've experienced today.